Hello and welcome back to Bookum Dano's channel. This is another episode of Peanuts Picks, and first up is a book that I normally wouldn't gravitate towards, but Dan really loved Mr. Miracle. So when I told him that I was going to read Mr. Miracle, he was surprised. But then he said, get ready, because Tom King, who writes it, he said, Tom King's writing will rip your heart out and make you examine it. So then that made me even more excited to read it. And I'm so happy that I did. Mr. Miracle was first created by Jack Kirby and first appeared in April 1971. So we have the trade of Jack Kirby's Mr. Miracle, and I probably did it backwards. I probably should have read this one first and then this one. I don't know. But welcome to the channel. I do everything backwards. So, who is Mr. Miracle? No prison can hold him. No trap can contain him. He is scot-free. The worldwide celebrity sensation known as Mr. Miracle. He is the greatest escape artist who's ever lived. But can he pull off the ultimate trick and escape death itself? So basically, something has gone wrong on Earth for Scott and his wife, Big Barda, and they have to take up being. They're a superhero duo, and they're so good together. I love Big Barda. Big Barda is called Big Barda because she's really tall. She's like an Amazon, and Scott always calls her beautiful and just loves her so much. And she's always like, whatever, I'm too tall. She never accepts a compliment. And that reminds me of Dan. It compliments me a lot, and I'm always like, whatever. So I could relate. They're definitely one of my favorite superhero team. I don't know if it's because they're a married couple and they're written so well, the writing's so great, or if a lot of the way Scott is reminds me a lot of Dan, and their marriage reminds me of us. I don't know. I just love them. I love them. They were the Eisner Award winners, Tom King, and the artist is Mitch Gerads, and they do present a very bold new vision of one of Jack Kirby's greatest creations. It's intimate, it's unique, and the book explores so many different topics, from depression, suicide, fear of making the same mistakes that your parents did, making the same mistakes that your parents did if you were choosing to start a family, the ups and downs of marriage, the ups and downs of a long-term relationship, ups and downs of having children, and also explores a family, and maybe if you think that some of your family members are not the greatest, the guilt that you have that goes along with that. So it explores so many topics that are worth exploring sometimes. The art is amazing. So it's Mitch Gerads. So Scott Free, he's a great man. He's a wonderful husband. He's a wonderful father. But he's not always present. I'm trying to find like the picture. He's not always present. So the art is really reflective of that. And a lot of that is because when he is told to, like, he has to go fight, he has to fight in another realm, and he has to fight in another world. So he really isn't like here. He's not present. But he's also kind of like not present even if he's like sitting next to you or if he's with Big Barda. And Big Barda yells at him a lot, and she swears a lot. She reminds me of somebody, I don't know who. So he's written really well. The there's a piece of art in the front that's just amazing. Of course, I can't find it. But then there's another big theme. Oh, so like also the art has like these wavy lines. And I feel like that's kind of like how his personality is. Um, so, yeah, oh, here. I mean, it's fantastic. That's Scott. That's Mr. Miracle, Scott Free. And it's it's definitely pick it up. It's worth the read. And like I said, I don't gravitate towards superhero books. I'm more of like the independent um, type of books. But this one really, I was happily surprised, and um, definitely pick it up. And you'll love Big Barda if you already aren't familiar with Big Barda. You'll definitely fall in love. I'm sorry, I keep showing the art because the art's so amazing. Art's so cool. So that is my first pick, Mr. Miracle, and also pick up Jack Kirby's Mr. Miracle, which is in trade, and read whichever one. Like I said, I'm going to read this one next just to kind of like compare and have the backstory. So that is my first pick. My second pick. I know that was really dramatic, but um, I love. I hate Fairyland. Um, there's no swearing in Fairyland. This is so fluffing good. I bugged Dan to get this trade for me. I was like, please get it, please get it, please get it. I read a little bit about it and I want to read it, please, please, please. And I can't tell you how many times it's written by Scotty Young and the art is by Scotty Young. And I can't tell you how embarrassed I am that I've walked past Scotty Young when we were at a convention and I saw like, you know, I Hate Fairyland and there was like this big line and I was like, what is I Hate Fairyland? Whatever. But I feel like this book was written for me and it's about Gertrude. There she is. She's a psycho. She's adorable though. She's like an adorable little psycho. I just love her. And the art is amazing. And I will have to say, Scotty Young, where did you find this picture of me? I feel like I've had this archived for a really long time. So, I Hate Fairyland is a very simple premise. It's about Gertrude, or Gert. When she's 6 years old, she one night falls between these cracks and ends up in Fairyland. And she's on a quest to find a key to get back to her old life, her regular life. But Gert, it takes her a while to find that key. So then time goes by, but she stays in the body of a 6-year-old. So she's 40 by the time you get, you know, like here, she's 40. But she's still in this like adorable little body. And the art is so amazing. And that's basically the premise. How she goes through Fairyland, and there's so many wonderful characters. Sorry, it makes me crack up. I just love her. So many really funny characters, and she's really brutal. She carries this like battle axe, and there's like a army of shrooms that she encounters, and to escape, she takes one for the team and eats part of the army to escape. And definitely, if you are looking for something funny, dark humor, definitely go with I Hate Fairyland. I know I'm so late to the game. After I read it, Dan and I, we went on a walk and we took our Oliver, our puppy, for a walk. And the whole time we were walking, I was talking about I Hate Fairyland. Like just going on and on and on. And he was like, okay, I still have to read it. I still have to read it. But you could tell, like, I love picking up books when you can just tell that the creator had so much fun drawing and writing the book. And she's adorable. She's a total psychopath. I love her. And it's definitely worth the read. So one of the picks was Ice Cream Men, or Ice Cream Man. I love that one. But I would have to say I Hate Fairyland is now up there, and I'm really looking forward to, I know that all the volumes are being, oh, that's the judge. He's a slug, and he has slug life tattooed on his stomach. I mean, it's just like so, it's just funny. And like I said, right now, definitely, hello, there's me. Right now, we need a little bit of a laugh. We need a chuckle, and I Hate Fairyland will do it. And she's so adorable. Look at Gert. I love you, Gert. I love you. Moment of silence. Okay. Okay, so I Hate Fairyland. Pick it up. Pick it up if you already have it. Seriously, it's so great. You don't have to be 8 years old to enjoy it. You can be whatever age. So my last pick is Bodies. Now, Bodies, I'll have to admit, did not get, it's a lesser known book. It didn't really get the best of reviews, but I will say, I think that's because there's so many different working elements to it, but there's a lot of positives to this book. I've had this book for a while, and I started to read it a while ago, and like I said, you really need like full concentration when you read this book. So Bodies is written by Cy Spencer, but he has a team of 4 individual artists, one for each era, to slice open a modern murder mystery and uncover the strange secret that's hidden within. So 4 time periods, 4 detectives, 4 dead bodies. So that's like a whole lot that's going on. So all of the eras take place in London. So the first era is 1890. As Jack the Ripper stalks the streets, the city's most diligent inspector applies his skills to an even harder case. The victim is an unidentified male, and the killer may have powerful allies. And then London 1940. As the Blitz rains bombs down on the city, Inspector Charles Whiteman reigns over its streets to escape the Nazis in Poland, only to run the very racket he's supposed to shut down when he discovers a mysterious murder victim. His double life may be exposed. And then 2014 in London, as a racist, rioters wreak havoc in the name of their prejudiced patriotism, Detective Sergeant Hassan leads the fight against them. As a Muslim cop, she's English to the core, but the corpse she uncovers may reveal something rotten deep down. And then London 2050, as the mind-scrambling pulse wave plagues the last survivors of a terrifying techno-apocalypse, the amnesiac, I can't talk today, sorry, young woman known as Maplewood can barely understand the body she discovered. But this ritual killing is identical to those from decades past, and the link between them is stronger and stranger than anyone could dream. So, like I said, it jumps from different time periods. So it doesn't go from 1890 to 1940 to 2014, then 2050. It jumps back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So you really need to like take your time and concentrate on this book if you are interested. And I would say definitely pick it up. It's really, really fascinating when you get into it. So it's written by Cy Spencer, but there's 4 artists that do each of the eras. And I'll have to say that the artists, when you get a book like that, and you know that different artists are working on different parts of the book, hello, it's brutal. You, like I just showed you, the art is really, there's a really beautiful harmony, because artists have a different style, just like a writer has a different voice. Writers have their own style, and their styles really match up perfectly, because that can really make or break a book for me. If you like one particular artist and then it jumps to another, it can really kind of lose you. But this book, it doesn't. So they did a really great job picking the artist for the book. Like I said, it didn't get the greatest of reviews, but definitely worth the read. It will keep you entertained. It's very entertaining. It's a really good concept, and it's a great idea. The art is spectacular. So bodies, definitely pick that up. Also, Dan's eBay store will be linked below. I hope everybody is staying well, and until next time, we'll see you guys. Bye. Oh, and definitely pick up I Hate Fairyland. Of all books, please. Please do this. We need to laugh. We really, really need to laugh. I hate Fairyland. I love her. Okay, that's it. Bye, guys.